Well, here we are. This is the end of day 2. We are going to turn in. We've had a long, hard day. I want to say that I'm doing this again because the first time I did this video, it turned up messed up. I don't know how I did a video audio over an audio, but I guess I did. Anyway, this is a really nice campsite. We really enjoyed ourselves, and it is Baker's Hole Campground. It's 3 miles north of West Yellowstone, Montana. Okay, here we are. The very next day, we went out and we stopped by the side of the Madison River, I'm sorry. And there we are sitting there on a Riverside Drive just checking it out. Pretty nice place, absolutely. We had a really good time. We were waiting for the sun to really come up so we could see animals. Well, here we are still again on the Madison River, and we're just, hanging out, waiting for daylight. And I thought I'd just give you another picture of where we're at and what we're seeing. And anyway, hope you're enjoying this. We're getting ready to take off now, and we do. And as we drive down the road, we're seeing some, those are elk out there. There's about 4 of them out there bedded down. And I forgot to mention last time they had their babies with them. And there was a couple of babies. It was kind of neat to see. We stopped and checked them out, and I guess you probably can't see them, but they're little specks down at the base of that mountain with the 2 trees. Here we are, Gibbon Falls. Gibbon Falls is really a pretty waterfall. It's not a great big one, but I love the milky white in the water. You're going to see that here in a minute. So we parked, and I got out and went for a little walk so I could get to it, and you got to walk. This is the canyon downstream from Gibbon Falls. Gibbon Falls is down below and to my left, and you can't see it in this picture. I have to walk around a pretty good little distance there to get to where I can actually get a picture of this waterfall. Wait till you see this. It's really nice. Here you go. You see that milky white frothy look to it? Almost looks like it has soap in it. It's beautiful. The next screen is going to have audio, and you won't be able to hear me talk, I'm sorry to say, but I loved this so much. I stayed, and then I did another one where I talked and I recorded it. So hope you enjoy it. Videos for you. You can look at these falls. Can you hear them okay? Quite beautiful. It's called Gibbon Falls. All right, here we are at what's called Nymph Lake. It's beautiful. We're way up on the road, parked on the side of the road. And right over there, just straight up ahead and over those trees where you see that little mist coming up, they call that Frying Pan Springs. This is right here is called Nymph Lake. Here, you'll see right here in just a sec. I'll show you the sign. Going by, driving by on the road, it's beautiful. I don't know what's back in that valley, but pretty neat to see. There you go. Okay, I'm here at the Norris Geyser, and I'm walking down the trail to get to it. I guess this is the biggest volcano that they have. Sounds kind of different, I know, but anyway. It's the biggest volcano here at Yellowstone. Anyhow, and this is the geyser that erupts from it. They say be careful because if it goes off, it'll take out the paint in your car. Oh, that's wonderful. Anyway, so we're going to walk down here and see what we got. I'll pause this so come back and you won't have to walk so far with me and hear me puffing. Well, I'm going to resume. I'm coming up to the sign so you can take a look. Might want to pause your video so you can see what this says. This is the first one, and I'm going to give you the second sign. Okay, I'm inside what is called their museum, Has an information center there. Some signs right here. Welcome to the Norris Geyser Basin. Going around, as you can see, there's a sign up there. This is Norris Museum. Welcome to the Norris Geyser Basin. Anyway, we're going to take a look, and I'm just going to show you. I'm not going down there. It's a long ways down, and I'm not going to hike that far of a hike because Elaine's waiting in the truck for me. But I'm going to show you what we got here, folks. This is the Porcelain Basin Trail, it says. So if you want to go down to the basin, down to that, you can hear it all the way up here, smell it too. We're going to take a little bit of a walk, okay? So bear with me. I'm going to pause this while I go down there. Okay, so this Norris Geyser, they say this is the head of a big volcano. So we're like standing on top of a volcano, looking into the crater, and they say that this area is 45 miles in diameter, which is a lot bigger than what I can see. Sounds like that thing could go off. I don't want to be down here when it does. It's real acidic, they say. And if you look around, there's all these little tiny places where steam's coming up. And if you look, I'm going to go on down just a little bit further here. Not allowed to go off this trail that I'm on because you'll mess up that crust that they have going there that's on the ground, and they're afraid that it could hurt the ground. Anyway, if you look off here to the left, way off in the distance, you can see this is a pretty big place. What you're hearing is this guy right here. He keeps getting more and more intense. I don't know if he's getting ready to erupt or what. But I'm gonna, you know, they got a big old trail you can take that's boardwalks and stuff. I'm not gonna do that, I don't think. Pausing this for just a minute so I can get in a different spot and show you more. So here we are, among all this seismic activity, or whatever you want to call it, volcanic activity and stuff. That guy just keeps getting louder and louder. I'm not hanging around too long, but I want to show you what's here. If I may just come around this way, right in the middle of all this stuff, here's these. Let me see if I can find them in my screen here. Little flowers, little pretties right here, and then right over here, does that guy go on? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because it's starting to rain. I got a long walk to go to get out of here. Just thought I'd show you one last time. Okay, I'm jumping out of my truck because there's something really cool here. I am over here at the north entrance of Yellowstone Park. Hopefully I don't end up with too much water on my lens. I can show you what I'm seeing here. These guys are just enjoying life. They're sitting there enjoying life. They're all the way up over by the building, just eating a nice pretty green grass. I've been this close to an elk before, right? There you have it. Isn't that beautiful? And no, I'm not being stupid. I'm zoomed way in. There's you some elk firsthand. Okay, just so you see it's really me, and I want to zoom in on the back here so you can see these elk again. Hey y'all, here we are again. At Fort Yellowstone, it says. You're gonna have to read fast because it's raining and I'm getting soaked. This is called the Terrace Springs, hot springs, and you can see down there, way off in the distance, that's the Yellowstone main headquarters offices and stuff. But I just thought I'd turn and pan around this way so that you can see what we got right over here. Hang on, I'm walking over at risk of getting run over. So here we are driving along. We come to this little terrace thing, and I just thought it was really kind of cool. See how this is terraced off and almost like it was cut off? You look up the hill and it looks like it's all, this is pretty cool. It's like you drive it in and this comes right up to the parking lot. I'm going to pause this or shut it down and we'll go from there. Well, right now I am on the Fire Hole Drive, it's called. That's that road up there that the truck's parked on is the Fire Hole Drive. And look at this mountain right here in front of you. You can't even really tell how big this is. This is like huge. And by this river that's going by, and the river's gigantic. I just thought y'all might want to see this. Sorry, I'm turning too fast, am I? Okay, and now I'm going to get me at the falls. There you go. You can see me at the falls. Why isn't Elaine here? Because Elaine's in the car. This great big river that was also the very same river that you saw a little bit ago, had all the rapids and everything else. And right alongside of it is this little gem. This was really kind of cool. If you look at inside here, you'll start seeing bubbling. There you go. Well, I can't make it happen now because as soon as it starts to bubbling, you'll see it bubbling back there. The steam starts coming up. See it? You see it bubbling through the steam? You can barely make it out. Anyway, just thought it was kind of cool. You might like to see it. I don't know just how hot that water is, but it sure is pretty and blue. But I'll bet you anything that it's hot enough to burn you. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Elaine's way up there in the truck. I walked down here so I could see this because I saw the steam coming off. Okay, this must be why they call that the Black Sand Basin right here. So I'll show you this sign here. You can take a look at it for just a minute. Wait, I'll back up again. It says for us to stay on the boardwalk. It says it's dangerous ground not to play around in them holes because you could burn up. I was just checking this hole out right here. This thing's bubbling away. There's another one right next to it bubbling away. These guys get after it every once in a while. It was blowing up pretty good a minute ago. Anyway, come over this way and see if we can't see it popping out of there again. Well, it's settling down now. Here's one over here getting after it. See it? There it is, blowing up. So there's like a river right here running in front of this, and it's blowing up. This guy looks like he might be getting ready to again. So this is the Green Spring, and I guess they call it that because you can see, well, they call it Green Spring right there. And I assume they call it that because look at how it's kind of got greenish colored water. It must be the minerals in it. And there's that river running right beside it on the other side. See it? Now they've got some geysers that shoot up in the back there, but right here's that river again, and look at these. How the minerals have colored the ground right there, going into the river right there. Okay, so here's another little pot sitting here popping away and boiling and percolating. I don't know if it gets ready to sprout pretty soon or not. But you can see it's got a little stream that comes off, and it runs down and it goes under this bridge. And as it goes along, you can see the colors of the algae and stuff that grow in it. It goes back down to that river again. Everything goes to the rivers. There's another one up there. I'm not going to walk that far. There's another one way over there, and I'm not going over to it either. Anyway, there you go. We've seen it. Oh, there's one popping right there. I'm going to get you closer up. There it is. You see it? Spouting and popping. Let me see if I can get closer to get you in there where you can see it. There it is. It's popping away. That little river running by there is called Iron Springs, and I guess I see why right now. Looking at all the rust-looking colors in some of this ground around here. That's probably why they called it Iron Springs. Anyway, I'm going to stop here and we're going to get going. As I was walking out, I noticed this guy's going off pretty good over there. I'll get you a shot of it, and this guy's boiling real hard again. Okay, I think this guy's getting ready to go off again. There's that one over there going off. This guy's getting ready to go off. This is sure boiling harder and harder, so I'm going to hang around here a minute and see what happens with it. It sounds like he's really getting ready to get after it. It's freezing out here right now, just so you know. It's been raining, and it got colder and cold. Just yesterday, it was a hot day out here. Today, it's cold. Sounds like it's boiling like crazy. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day and head back to the truck because I'm freezing. Well, folks, we want to say thanks for going with us on day 3 of our Yellowstone and 2021 summer road trip. We're having a really good time. I hope you're enjoying. We're only catching little bits here and there of what we've seen, and I want to say that thank God for all the rain that turned everything beautiful. It was very brown when we very first got here. Now it's green, it's got flowers, and this is day 2 of the rain, and so you can see the flowers are blooming already. And I want to say the blessings of the Lord were right there. And this little elk, I guess it was right there by the side of the road. Maybe it was a deer. I can't really tell. I can't see the back. Anyway, it was there. I think it was a deer. Anyhow, it was sitting there grazing, and we thought we'd get a picture of it and leave you with that for just a moment or two for you to watch. So enjoy, sit back, enjoy, have a good time. Thanks for coming with us. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button and maybe even the notification bell if you want more.